Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be talking about surface area of cylinders. Now, what makes this surface area of a cylinder a little bit different than what we did yesterday with surface area of prisms is that the cylinder has two circles for their bases. So what happens is that circle formula will never change. So it's still the same basic idea of twice the area of the base, the big B, plus the perimeter of the base times how far apart they are. Well, perimeter of the base of a circle is called circumference. So what we wind up doing here is we wind up using this generic formula for surface areas of all cylinders. Now, what we're talking about here is a right cylinder. That just means that the the overall height, how far apart they are, that's your how far apart they are, is always going to be perpendicular to the edge of a radius. That's all that means. Again, radius is half a diameter. So sometimes you might be given a diameter, sometimes you might be given a radius. And you wind up keeping your answers in terms of pi. So what happens here is we have 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. It is a very fast scenario. So this will also work really well with our multi-view calculators. So let's take a look at an example. Example here is we have a cylinder with a radius of 2 kilometers, because, why wouldn't you want to have a 2-kilometer radius of a cylinder? It makes total sense. And the circles are 4 apart. So our formula for the surface area of the cylinder is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Well, filling in the blanks, we have 2 times the 2 squared pi plus 2 times 4 times pi. Now, it's customary to always put the pi values at the ends as you're writing them out. That's why they're always put there. And now, at this point, if you have the multi-view calculator, you can type that in exactly the way it's written with all the parentheses and the squares. I'll show you. Clean this up a little bit here. So 2 parentheses, 2 squared, close it, throw a pi, plus 2 times 2 times 4 times pi. And it'll give you an answer in terms of pi. And that's what we get. So we wind up with 24 pi kilometers squared. Now, if you don't have the multi-view calculator and you wind up putting the pi values in, when you're pressing the pi value, if you do that, oops, wrong calculator, you should have gotten the double arrow, 75.398, which goes 75.4 when you round it to 40 when you go to 2 decimals. Okay, let's look at one more. Cylinders are pretty easy. Hopefully this will be a quick one for you guys today. In this case here, we have another cylinder. This one, you'll notice you've got a diameter now of 8. So worst case scenario, you know that the diameter, if the diameter is 8, that means the radius is half of it, which is 4. So formula, 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Well, how far apart they are is 10. So we have 2 times 4. Oops, sorry if I squared it. Let me write that. We have 2 times 4 squared pi plus 2 times 4 times 10 times pi. Go right to our calculator. 2 parentheses 4 squared, close it, pi plus 2 times 4 times 10 times pi. And you wind up with 112 pi units squared. Okay. Once again, make sure when you're doing these problems, you show your work, write out the formula, fill in the blanks, press the calculator correctly, and submit them back to me. So, hope all is well, and we'll talk to you guys soon.